Hey everyone, welcome on back to the channel. There's something in my eye. Oh my god. There's like I don't know what it is. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry for pointing at you. We are going to listen to In a Lifetime. This is from Clannad. I'm so sorry if I have mispronounced it. I'm sure I did mispronounce it. But we're going to listen to this track that's been recommended to me. I was gifted a greatest hits album by the band as well. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this track here. This is originally off of their 1985 album, Makala. Now, some of you that had recommended this particular track: Philip Perini, Patrick McGrath, Old Town Music Junkie, I see you as well. Robert Cartier, I hear you and I see you. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out here. Now, I believe that a lot of you had recommended the band to me because there is some relation to Enya, who I love Enya. She is so cool. She just chills in her castle doing her thing. I think she may have been involved in the band at one point. I don't really know, and I'm not looking at the history right now. We're just going to listen to the song. So, yeah, that's the connection. We're going to go ahead and give it a listen. We'll talk about it after. Well, let's go. Turn that a little bit. I'm in. That sounds good. This is good. Pushing that. Sweet little sax in there. All right, I like that a lot. That was an airy and yet powerful song. I really enjoyed the vocals. Yeah, basically a duet. I don't know who the lead singer is. I do see that Bono from U2 is on this track, which I think is really interesting. That's really cool. I've actually wanted to get into a little bit of U2. I've already heard War, and I think I've heard Boy. But I wanted to listen to The Unforgettable Fire because I believe that Brian Eno produced that. Anyways, on the female vocal side of this, I believe that it's going to be Marnie Bronane. I am so sorry. I'm going to mispronounce things, and I genuinely apologize. I don't mean to do that. But I believe the first name is perhaps pronounced Mare. I'm not sure, but Beautiful singing. Loved how powerful Bono's voice was on top of that as well. I mean, he really, really pushed it, and it really sounded awesome. I like how solid and big and rounded the drums are in here. Especially you hear it near the end. There's a lot of space given to everything. But I just like how those drums really fill up the space in the rhythmic part of everything. And then the bass sounded really nice. You had some saxophone in there. Let's see. You have... hold on. Steve Nye. Why do I remember that name? That's why. He's played with David Sylvian. Okay. And then Mel Collins from King Crimson is here too. And he's also played with David Sylvian. Okay, there's a moment. There's a brief moment. It's in the second third of the track. There's a brief moment in here that the music kind of reminded me of David Sylvian. And I didn't want to say anything because I know all roads lead to him in my mind. But there was a moment in here that sounded like, that sounds like something, Anyways, I love the sax work. I like how it worked in here. Now I am curious because this is the only time I've heard a track from the band. Is this their usual sound? Is this the outlier, or is this this is kind of what they do? Because this is kind of like, I don't know, like a new age kind of sound. I wouldn't doubt that this is the type of music that I would hear in my mom's car growing up. Like this is kind of a lot of what I heard, like stuff like this, which is how actually I heard of Enya. Fell in love with, was it Time? Is it Time? I don't know. I don't remember. Her two most popular songs, what? Emerantine and Only Time. Okay, yeah, it's Only Time. Sorry, I had to think about it. Let's get into the lyrics on this track. Hard to tell or recognize a sign, to see me through a warning sign. First the thunder, satisfied it will pass, or if the past it will not lie. Then the storm torn asunder. The future, you and I get blown away. And as the rain it falls, heavy in my heart, begin again as the storm breaks through. Believe the light in you, so the light shines in you. So there's a storm. The peace and the calming of the storm is in the light that is within you, etc., etc., etc. In a lifetime, in a lifetime. It says that the song first appeared here on this album, obviously. I guess in contrast to Clannad's earlier focus on traditional Irish music. And this was moving towards more of a folk pop style. Okay. I didn't... that helps me, actually, with a little bit of context on the band and, I guess, their style. Clannad had already written most of the lyrics to the song and recorded a backing track when the group asked Bono if he would collaborate with them on the recording. The first time that the group had allowed an outside artist into the recordings. It says, after the first evening's recording session was completed, an electrical storm raged throughout the night, which inspired many of the artists to bring extra lyrics and ideas to the track. That's really nice. And then they spent all night writing and doing that. So it says that that was one of the most remarkable things that they've ever seen in the studio. I enjoyed this track. Great atmosphere. Just kind of chilled with it, but at the same time, like I said, airy, but powerful. Thank you guys for the recommendation. Of course, you can let me know what you think and what you thought of it in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.